Good morning, students. Welcome to my class. Students, yesterday I have begun chapter number 3 of your NCERT book First Flight, two stories about flying. And I've started with the first story called His First Flight by Liam O'Flaherty. In my last class, students, I had given you the short summary of the story His First Flight, given you a brief introduction about the author Liam O'Flaherty, and also given you the message of the story. In my today's class, I will be reading out the paragraphs and also explain the chapter or the paragraph. Let us begin the chapter. First paragraph I am reading. The young seagull was alone on his sledge. His two brothers and his sister had already flown away the day before. He had been afraid to fly with them. Somehow, when he had taken a little run forward to the brink of the ledge and attempted to flap his wings, he became afraid. The great expanse of sea stretched down beneath, and it was such a long way down, miles down. He felt certain that his wings would never support him, so he bent his head and ran away back to the little hole under the ledge where he slept at night. Even when each of his brothers and sisters, whose wings were far shorter than his own, ran to the brink, flapped their wings, and flew away, he failed to muster up courage to take that plunge which appeared to him so desperate. His father and mother had come around, calling to him shrilly, upbraiding him, threatening to let him starve on his sledge unless he flew away, but for the life of him he could not move. Let me give you the explanation of the first paragraph. As I told you that it's a very interesting story about a young seagull who is terrified to fly. He has attained the age of flying. His younger brothers and sisters have already flown away, but he is too afraid to fly. When all of them went for flying for the first time near the edge of the sea, he too tried to fly but wasn't successful. He could not trust his wings. He got frightened by the vast sea and thought that he could never fly. He tried desperately to fly but couldn't. Whereas all his younger brothers and sisters, in spite of having smaller wings, gathered courage and managed to fly. He was scolded by his parents for not trying again, but he was so afraid, poor seagull, that he could not even move. Now, let me read paragraph number 2 and 3. That was 24 hours ago. Since then, nobody had come near him. The day before, all day long, he had watched his parents flying about with his brothers and sister, perfecting them in the art of flight, teaching them how to skim the waves and how to dive for fish. He had, in fact, seen his older brother catch his first herring and devour it, standing on the rock, while his parents circled around, praising a proud cackle. And all the morning, the whole family had walked about on the big plateau midway down the opposite cliff, taunting him with his cowardice. The sun was now ascending the sky, blazing on his sledge that faced the south. He felt the heat because he had not eaten since the previous nightfall. Now let me give you the explanation of paragraph number 2 and 3. The young seagull was left alone on the ledge for a day as he could not fly, as a punishment. His parents were perfecting his other siblings. They helped his siblings master the art of flying and diving for food, that is, fish. They were delighted to fly. His older siblings even caught his fish, which he proudly ate at a rock. His parents were proud of him and enjoyed his first victory with praising a proud cackle. That morning, his parents taunted him all the way for being a coward, not only his parents but also his younger siblings. But poor Seagull could not gather the courage to jump out of the ledge. Why, Because he did not have trust on him. The sun was up on the sky and he was feeling hot more than ever as he was empty stomach since the night before. Let's see, children, what does the seagull do as he is very hungry? Whether hunger will compel him to jump out of the ledge, or his parents would come and give him food. Let us read paragraph number 4. He stepped slowly out to the brink of the ledge and standing on one leg with the other leg hidden under his wing, he closed one eye, then the other, and pretended to be falling asleep. Still, they took no notice of him. Who are they? They are his parents and his brothers and sisters. He saw his two brothers and his sister lying on the plateau, dozing with their heads sunk into their necks. His father was preening the feathers of his white back. Only his mother was looking at him. She was standing on a little high hump on the plateau, her white breast thrust forward. Now and again she tore a piece of fish that lay at her feet and then scraped each side of her beak on the rock. You know why? She wanted to tempt the seagull because she knew that the seagull was very, very hungry, and she thought that if the seagull sees the food, he will go mad and he might take courage to jump out of the ledge. The sight of the food maddened him. How he loved to tear food that way, scraping his beak now and again to wet it. The young seagull was mad with hunger. He hadn't eaten anything since last night. He stepped out of his ledge and pretended to sleep on one leg to gain the attention of his family. Still, no one noticed him. His brothers and sisters were sleeping. His father was cleaning his wings. But only his mother was noticing him. Now and again, she would tear a piece of fish and then scrape her beak on the stone to sharpen it. The seagull got mad on seeing the fish because he was very, very hungry. He loved to tear away fish and scrape his beak now and then. Let's see, what does he do? Rest of the chapter, children, I will be explaining you in my next class. Now, let me give you character sketch of the young seagull. Young seagull was a timid seabird. He was hesitant and afraid of flying. Even after his parents' guidance and siblings' taunting, he was terrified of flying. However, he did not stop trying. Gradually, he gathered strength and made regular efforts for flying. Finally, he forgot his fear of flying out of hunger and jumped out of the ledge and made his first flight. His parents and his siblings were quite happy with him. They celebrated his victory over his fear of flying. Here are few very easy questions, students. Please try to find out the answers. Question number 1. Why was the young seagull alone on his ledge? Number 2. What sort of fear prevented the seagull from flying? Number 3. Why did nobody come near the young seagull for 24 hours? Why did the young seagull's mother entice him with the food? And number 5. How did the young seagull overcome his deep-seated fear? Try to find out the answers of these questions, children, and in my next class I will be explaining you the rest of the chapter.